Hey guys, Dan here from Wario Clan. I just want to show you a sound difference between the standard buttons from three different companies. We got Sanwa buttons up top here. We got Seimitsu buttons right here. These are screw-ons. I don't know if the sound makes any difference for those. If you do know, please leave it in the comments. And the GamerFinger buttons with the standard red tack or whatever you call it. So I just kind of want to press the buttons and give you a sound decibel kind of thing going on there, so you can kind of tell how loud different buttons are. These are standard Sanwas, these are screw-on Seimitsus, and these are the standard GamerFinger buttons. So let's give this a sound. So that's the Sanwa buttons. Let's try out the Seimitsus. Cool. So let's try out the GamerFinger buttons now. Now I'm kind of exaggerating by pressing those buttons pretty loud, but I just want to show you guys that the difference between the sound of these are kind of, you can obviously tell these are almost kind of sound like you're typing on a keyboard, where this sounds like you're hitting like cheap plastic. No offense to Sanwa, I do like their buttons, but they do kind of sound like that. And then you get the drumming sound. You can really tell that these are about the same. This one may be a little bit quieter, but it has more high pitch to it. This one's probably a little bit louder, but has more of a low sound to it. Once again, it really sounds like a keyboard to me. But these GamerFinger buttons, these are soft. These feel like I'm touching a rabbit. Like I'm gently petting a very soft rabbit. Don't make it weird. Come on, guys. But I really wanted to show this off because I've now owned. These are pretty much the three biggest gaming or three biggest arcade button people out there. Minus a couple, but they mostly do arcade cabinet stuff. I'm obviously missing the Hori buttons. I think the Hori buttons are a lot like the Sanwas though. So you can always look that up somewhere else. But I just really want to show this off, and I want to mention, apart from sound, you can obviously hear they sound different. I want to say these definitely have the most, these Seimitsu buttons definitely have the most, like, you need to press these kind of feel to them. Where these are much softer and much more responsive. Whether you like that is completely preference. I want to say the GamerFingers feel a little bit in between, but maybe closer to the Seimitsu. Or, I'm sorry, the Sanwa. I want to say they're maybe closer to the Sanwa, probably. But, apart from that, I want to mention Sanwa is pretty much the cheapest mainstream good branded button you're going to get. There are generic brands that you can get that are cheap and poop that you don't want. But these are pretty much the cheapest. These are like $1 more, like $1 a button more. So for a whole, set of buttons, you're only spending an extra $8. If that's okay with you. If that's not okay with you, I guess that's up to you. But these GamerFinger buttons, these are twice the amount of the Seimitsu buttons. So these are about $6 a piece, $5 or $6 a piece, and that's not including because the big thing with these buttons are that you can take out the button and they have the little trigger or whatever you call it in the middle. You can swap those out for different ones, and they have like 6 or 7 different kinds. While you can do that with these, you can't do that with those. But even the standard button is $6. $6 a button. So for a whole set of buttons, you're spending a pretty penny. Where not so much with Seimitsu, and especially not so much with Sanwa. Also, I'd like to mention that both Sanwa and Seimitsu come in screw-on fashion, where GamerFingers do not, at least not yet. So if you don't know what screw-on is, I'm just going to flip this guy upside down. This is completely taken apart at the moment, and I'm going to try and bring that in there. I got a lot of cords in here, I'm sorry guys. But basically, what the screw-on buttons are is instead of just like being put in there, you can unscrew them. So it's just like that. They just kind of screw in and screw out. It's a lot easier for modding. That's really the only benefit you get from that. Unless you have, like, say, a self-made box that is too thick for the regular clamp style to just clamp on. So if that's the case, then yeah, screw-on buttons all the way. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys the difference in buttons here. I'm sure you guys can decide for yourselves which ones you like best. I do want to mention that some people find it really hard to play with buttons that they can't honestly hear. They feel like their timing is much better through sound instead of feel. Now, I'm not that way personally, but a lot of other people are. So if you're that person, you might want to find out. Also, one other thing I forgot to mention is that Sanwa buttons do come in a silent button. I've watched videos on them. I do not own them, so I can't say for certain. But I've watched videos on them. They are still not as quiet as these. These are the quietest buttons on the market. And you can get silencers for these, but I haven't seen anything on them. I'm still going to say these are quieter. These are really quiet buttons. So I'd like you guys to like, comment, subscribe to my channel, Oreo Clan LPS. If you like other gaming stuff and reviews, we will do more arcade stick stuff. I do want to review this. This is a Hori stick. I really want to review the Hayabusa Hori stick, and I might review some Sanwas as well. And I might get something different for this. That way, I can just go over sticks and different things. So if you guys like arcade stick stuff, this is the I can't say this is the channel to go to, but I will say that I will have some more reviews on the way. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later.